Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? This is, obviously, we're going to start with the Wasteland Express. Dun dun dun! Dun dun! Intense game. No upgrades whatsoever.
Yep, this all came standard. The only thing that wasn't included in the game that you see here are our little baguette card holders. That's it. Everything else here totally came standard with this game. All the plastic game trays, including these beautiful cardboard like add-ons, which have like they tell you what's in every section. All these little plastic miniatures, all of it came standard. The custom die, the standees, all of it.
So beautiful. Such a beautiful wasteland.
We've watched Rodney's How to Play video. I think we're ready to get started. So yeah.
All right, well, let's get to it. I guess we're gonna read some flavor text first.
Yeah. So we have some flavorful introduction text here that I will read for you guys. This is PG-13. Okay, so there is some language here. There's some adult themes. So if you don't want to listen to this part, that's perfectly fine. Skip ahead, or maybe just go ahead and come back and join us for the end of the game. Okay. All right. So without further ado. Welcome to the Wasteland Express Delivery Service. I'm Dispatch, both my name and occupation. Not what my parents called me, but it gets the job done. I'm supposed to be explaining how you got here, so we'll keep it short. The world went to shit. Some say there was a great war that ended everything, that we ran out of water and the land stopped growing stuff, so we fought over what was left. Some say the world was always like this. Personally, I don't much bother with how things got to where they are. What's done is done, and it's down to us to play the hand we're dealt. The archivists don't see it that way, of course. Obsessed with old tech, obsessed with the past, always trying to recreate the world that was, or their interpretation of it anyway. Who knows how close they got to reality? Technology, economics, literature, art, fashion, infatuated with the stuff. I don't mind them. They mint the scrap that the rest of us use as currency, and they do an okay job of keeping the world humming. And for that, and they pay for what we bring them. The oracles of stress blame mankind for this destruction of the world. Say we started worshiping ourselves and not the earth the way we were meant to, the way we used to. So they pray to the goddess and make sacrifices to the earth, hoping that one day she'll start growing crops and everything will be hunky-dory again. So long as they don't bother me, they're free to do just about anything they feel like. Now, the New Republic Army and I have a bit more of an issue. Fascists, if you ask me. Obsessed with rule by might and power. They think that the rest of us are a bunch of ingrates who don't appreciate their sacrifices for us. Single-minded in their quest to restore order to the world and bring the rest of us into lockstep. Used to be a pretty decent job of keeping the raiders in check out there in the wasteland with their freedom patrols, and I backed them in the war with the raiders. Of course, then came the Battle of Silo 42. That didn't go so well for them. Since then, they've stopped patrolling the wasteland, retreated back into their cities. Personally, I think I like them better when they're licking their wounds. They play a lot nicer with us and the other factions now, and no more army patrols in the wasteland is just fine by me. The raiders are a collection of mostly insane people. Some enjoy the killing, some want to see the rest of the world go up in smoke, some of them just weren't cut out to be living among others. Grand Lord Emperor Torque was their leader. Got the lot of them to work together for a short bit to fight back against the freedom patrols. Well, then the New Republic Army may have got the short end of the stick in the Battle of Silo 42, but they did manage to remove that piece of work from this mortal plane. But his kids are still around. Buzzsaw and Piston Jack have tried to hold their Pop's empire together, but Armistice has done gone straight. Moved to Motown last I heard. What's left of the raiders have found themselves in loose coalitions, mostly carving up Torque's old empire. I don't know the difference between all the raider ideologies, and it seems like most of the raiders don't have much allegiance to any one of them either. The free people live on the edge of civilization, which is where I come down on things. All I care about is scratching enough scrap out to make it out through the day, and I don't want anyone telling me what I ought to be doing with my life. Not how to spend my scrap, not what goddess I should pray to, not who to fight for. The Wasteland Express Delivery Service operates in the free cities. We're the lifeblood of what's left of civilization. With the New Republic Army refusing to patrol the wasteland, we're getting the last folks crazy enough to venture out into raider territory. So here we are, The link between the last cities on Earth. Enough yapping. Let's go get paid.
Oh, snap.
So we're going to do the first game in sort of like a campaign of games. And there is a section on that as well. Would you like me to read this as well?
Sure, let's do it.
It's a lot shorter, this section. All right.
Some flavor text for this vlog.
Some flavor text. All right, so, like I said, this is the first game in the campaign, and the campaign title is Welcome to the Wasteland. Welcome to the Wasteland Express Delivery Service. You know most of this, of course, but the New Republic Army's losses is a hell of an opportunity for us to flex our collective muscle. Without the cover of the New Republic Army's patrols out in the desert, most folks aren't willing to step foot outside their city walls. And with the raiders controlling the wasteland, I don't rightly blame them. But here in the company, we're all crazy sons of bitches, so we stand to make a ton of profit as the only folks who will make runs between the outposts anymore. Last year, most of the runs we made were between free cities. Now, we have a real opportunity to do business with the faction-controlled outposts. I had a conversation with Syndicate the other day, and the black market is willing to help us connect with the leadership of the faction capitals. We'd like you to make inroads with the various faction leaders. Tweak, not scare them. I know a few of you who used to be citizens of these factions, but I'm expecting y'all to bury them hatchets for the sake of scrap, which is like the currency in the game. So the only thing that we had to change in order to play the scenario is that we have to use 3 specific scenario factions, and they are as follows. The blue screen of death, which says the leadership of the Wasteland Express has decided to send y'all out on assignment on your own. Our Commodore 128 is on our last legs, and we're going to be in need of replacement parts sooner rather than later. Go nab us some artifact chips and bring them back so we can keep the old girl limping along a little while longer. So to fulfill that one, you have to deliver 3 artifacts to the depot. Here's one called Smuggler. We've got a request from our buddy Syndicate, creepy dude though he may be. Looks like the black market is looking to get cross-wasteland growth growing, and they want us to pick up a little bit of work from them. You know what to do. So we have to complete a smuggling run in order to finish that one. And then this one is Kill 'em All. It's not often that old Dispatch sees something new, but when the oracles of sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce that, the archivists and the New Republic Army jointly pony up the scrap for a priority first-class contract, well, that's something new. They want the Raider enclaves destroyed. All of them. So, good luck with not dying. And for that one, we have to pillage all 4 of the Raider enclaves.
Huh.
All right.
This is going to be one action-packed and crazy, Ooh, let's see. Can't. There we go. Welcome to the Wasteland. Try not to die. Dun, dun, dun.
With all of that, I believe we are ready to get started.
We are ready to just dive into this madness that is the Wasteland Express from Pandasaurus Games.
Wish us luck.
Alright, so we're back to the Wasteland Express, and, how'd you do, Sarah?
I am Queen of the Wasteland. All hail, Sarah.
I'm
Queen of the Wasteland.
I'm the jester of the Wasteland because I got none of my peeps out there because I just wanted to try to fight. I wanted to try to fight everybody.
Trying to fight was one of the objectives. You were supposed to try to pillage all 4 of the Raider enclaves. So, technically trying to fight was kind of one of the objectives, but I actually was able to win by completely ignoring this one. Because one of the ones that
you had your own secret personal objective that got you a third of the way.
Yeah, you only have to complete 3 of these, so I completed 2 of the main objectives and then one of my private objectives, and that meant that I could completely ignore this one that was causing Nick to have to fight a lot.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go a lot quicker with the fighting, but I was just getting whooped and people were just laughing at me. They're like,
pretty tough raiders out there.
Yeah, you can't fight. I'm like, I'm sorry. I tried. It's just got new, barbed wire on the sides of my truck, but apparently that does not matter. So, ugh. But okay. I mean, again, I enjoyed it, even though I lost pretty hard. The campaign kind of sounds interesting. We'll see
I'd be willing to play another game in the campaign.
see if we go ahead and do it. But yeah. Wasteland Express, people. Wasteland Express. All right. Toodles.